So let's go back to 1996. The kernels of what we now know as the World Wide Web, or I guess what we now call the internet. Yahoo was 1 year old, and Google didn't even exist. And the top websites in the world were things like AOL, GeoCities, and even Penthouse Mag. But if you wanted to browse and navigate the thousands of websites out there, you needed a search engine. And the biggest search engine and directory was Yahoo. In fact, under 2 years after Yahoo was created, it went public and was valued at just under $1 billion. And if you think that's crazy, in the next 4 years, its valuation went up to $125 billion as it started to really have a monopoly on both search and directory for the internet. Now, Google didn't arrive on the scene for 2 years after Yahoo. Google was the new kid on the block, the underdog, the David to Yahoo's Goliath, $125 billion Goliath. And if you were transported back in time, it would almost be impossible to predict what actually played out over the next 20 or so years. Because Google, as you know, is one of the top 5 companies in the world, valued at $1.29 trillion. Well, Yahoo was just acquired for $5 billion, which, yes, that sounds like a lot of money, but it's just 0.38% of what Google's total valuation is. Now, the new kids on the block knocking off the old big dogs is not a new thing. It's not unique to web companies in the late 90s. And Alex Becker recognizes that the exact same thing is going to happen in the crypto world. In fact, right now, he's out there researching what the next Google in development or about to be launched is that's going to come along and knock off the top dogs currently in the crypto world. So if that's something that interests you, hit that like button below for me, put on your 100x layer 1 hat, and let's jump in. So take a look at this image. This is a screenshot of the top 10 ranked cryptocurrencies by size from 2013. What do you see? Well, apart from seeing Bitcoin at an absolute bargain price, it's more about what you don't see. Where's Ripple? Where's Ethereum? Where's Binance? It's important to know that these top 10 currencies are constantly changing, and even the current industry leaders right now were once the underdogs. Ethereum was once massively overlooked and actually thought of as a scam. Check out this incredible Reddit thread on the Bitcoin subreddit talking about Ethereum as a new scam coin just after it launched. We should probably use this opportunity to warn people to be skeptical. I'm personally taken aback by the lack of working code and the pre-sale of a coin. Be warned, be skeptical. Let this not be the next story of a scam that lay people hear about Bitcoin. Or better yet, when Ethereum comes up with working code, I'd be interested to see it. Until then, I'm happy to not see empty promises and ads for buying Ether, a fitting name. So if we take a look at the top 10 cryptos from 2013 all the way onwards through the years up until today, you can be pretty certain that by the year 2027, this list is once again going to look radically different. And big brain Alex Becker once again understands this. On September 8th, he tweeted, "What new layer 1 chains below a $500 million market cap or being built right now are doing cool things? Tell me why in the comments. Doing lots of research here before the next bull run. It's totally logical that the next top 50 or even top 10 layer 1s by market cap isn't even on the radar or live yet. How many years did Google come out after Yahoo?" And if you've seen any of our many Alex Becker videos in the past, you know that Alex Becker gets a lot of his alpha and intel from putting out Twitter questions like this. So naturally, we went through every single one of these responses, took out all the spam coins, took out all the meme coins, and put together this complete list of upcoming layer 1s that Alex Becker himself is likely out there researching. So if we want to be big brain one day, just like our friend Alex Becker, it's probably best we research these things too. So during our research, we analyzed the team, the tokenomics, the allocations, the problems that they're solving, the tech that they're developing, the competition that they have, and the potential narrative of that blockchain. A little bit of social arbitrage. And going through this list, I was actually quite shocked at how many legitimate and really promising projects were actually in there. Unfortunately, we don't have time to do them all together, but I want to highlight 3 of what looks like the most promising and highest return on your money projects that are inside that list. And just so you know, even though we're in a bear market and some of these layer 1s are actually doing some pretty awesome things right now, like DeSo, the decentralized social media layer 1 chain, has actually 2x just this week. So make sure you're paying attention. The first project that I'd like to highlight is something called Cardano. Don't get it confused with Cardano. Cardano is currently priced at $1.39 and has a $275 million market cap. And many people think that the tech that Cardano is currently working on is going to make it a top 10 cryptocurrency in the next couple of years. Why? Well, put simply, Cardano Kadena think they have solved the blockchain trilemma that Vitalik Buterin proposed is the missing key to the so far unattainable perfect blockchain. The trilemma states that the project has to be fast, it has to be secure, and it has to be decentralized. But the current crypto projects out there right now seem to sacrifice one of these elements as they choose to increase another. For example, Solana is fast and decentralized, but not as secure, where Bitcoin is decentralized and secure, but not very fast. Well, Kadena think they have solved this trilemma by implementing sharding or duplication of their blockchains into 10 parallel chains. This means it's 10 times faster than one chain, because for you to process a transaction, you can use any of these chains. But traditionally, this normally comes at the detriment of security, because instead of needing 51% of your nodes to become corrupt in order to have a brute force attack, because these blockchains are split into 10, you only need 5.1% of nodes in order to take over that blockchain. And this would be very bad. But Kadena have a solution to this problem. And their revolutionary idea is to braid the blockchains together with cryptographic hashes so that each new block is not just verified by its chain, but also verified by the chains around it. The founders and advisors of this project are also pretty damn top tier. Stuart Popejoy actually built JP Morgan's blockchain JPM, and Will Martino was recruited for tech lead for the SEC's cryptocurrency steering committee. And the advisors of Kadena are even more impressive. Dr. Stuart Haber is actually the co-inventor of blockchain and the most cited author in the 2008 Bitcoin white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto. The second project that I want to highlight is called Aleph Zero. Aleph Zero has a $127 million market cap and is priced just over $1 per token. Aleph Zero strives to become a top 10 blockchain and also lays claim to having solved the blockchain trilemma, as it's decentralized, has security and scalability. Aleph Zero wants to eliminate congestion seen on traditional blockchains like Ethereum by using a technology known as a DAG, which stands for Directed Acyclic Graphs. And put simply as possible, this means that blocks don't have to wait for one another in order to start processing transactions, meaning block 1, 2, and 3 of a chain can all be processed at the same time. And during their testnet phase, they had transactions up to 100,000 per second, which if you don't know, is incredibly fast. Aleph Zero also use a proof of stake mechanism, which is super cheap and won't have crazy gas fees. They also have a strong focus on privacy, allowing smart contracts to actually be private to other humans on the blockchain, but readable and executable by the actual blockchain itself. Aleph Zero also has 4 very accomplished co-founders, 3 of which have a PhD in mathematics, and the 4th being Antoni Zolciak, who has worked in marketing projects for ING, Samsung, Olympus, Nikon, and is the COO and CMO of A0. The team is full of highly educated people in computer science, mathematics, and machine learning, and has experience from IBM, ABB, Stella, CodeWise, Capgemini, ING Bank, AdMind Agency, Tibco Software, Google, Uber, and Riverbed Technology. Now, if you want to see this full list broken down token by token, as well as get buy alerts for the top crypto whales and social crypto influencers, such as Alex Becker and Gary Vee, you should consider joining our Patreon, where you get to access exclusive coin breakdowns, crypto wallet trackers so you can buy when influencers buy and not wait till they shill it to their fans, and amazing resources such as this sheet full of layer 1s that Alex Becker is currently out there researching. Our goal is to save you hundreds of hours in your blockchain research and allow you to access opportunities that you wouldn't have seen if you're not part of our community. We do often sell out of spots, so I'll leave the link in the description for you, and if you see a spot open, I'll be opening them as I launch this video. Please grab one if you think it's right for you. And thirdly, the next potentially massive blockchain that is currently being built out there is called Stack. It currently has a $429 million market cap and is priced at 32 cents. Now, Stacks is a layer 1 blockchain that actually was started in 2013. Stacks has the intention of bringing scalability and programmability to the Bitcoin ecosystem. So put really simply, Ethereum was an innovation on Bitcoin because it allowed smart contracts created by users to program and automate money. Now, Stacks is a blockchain linked to Bitcoin by its consensus mechanism that spans 2 chains called Proof of Transfer, or POX. This enables Stacks to leverage Bitcoin's security and enables Stacks apps to use Bitcoin state despite being a separate blockchain. Stacks wants to unleash Bitcoin's full potential by replicating these capabilities, but inside the Bitcoin's ecosystem. This would be an incredible feat and include features like DeFi, NFTs, apps, and smart contracts for Bitcoin. Munib Ali and Ryan Shea, founders founded Blockstack in 2013 at the Princeton Computer Science Department. Their aim was to solve the underlying problems of the current web and mobile apps. These two led their new startup through the Y Combinator Accelerator in the summer of 2014 and even raised money from people like Naval Ravikant. Now, once again, we're only just brushing the surface with this list, and there's about 12 really cool projects that caught my eye, including a couple with really small market caps. We're going to be going through them together on Patreon, and the coolest thing about them is that we know Alex Becker is currently researching them, meaning if we can find the right layer 1 cryptos, even if they're not going to go on to become the next Ethereum, if we have influencers behind them like Lady of Crypto, Gary Vee, or Alex Becker, we know that they're going to shield them to their audience so we can see a piece of that upside for the blockchains that we feel are right for us to invest in. If that excites you like it excites me, link is in the description for the Patreon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.